Hi, welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Daphna. So today we are moving into a detoxifying yoga flow. What that means is that in the yoga practice, it is taught and believed that a lot of deep twisting postures help to detoxify the body, both on the digestion level, but also in the circulation of blood throughout the body, in particular through the midsection of the body or the trunk. So we will be moving both into kind of twisting postures, as well as some very gentle light back bends so that we can really kind of open up that front side of the body and get the spine moving in all four directions. Because if we're not just talking about the detoxifying aspect, moving your spine in every direction is extremely beneficial for longevity and for kind of health, general well-being. So you're not necessarily going to need anything. If you know that you like practicing with blocks, keep them by your side. And if not, then we'll just go ahead and get started. So let's meet in a child's pose. Come into a child's pose that feels best in your body. So your knees might feel better wide or closer together. Your toes can be together or apart, whatever feels best. We will have the arms reaching forward here and allow the forehead to rest onto the mat here. Just to start, keep your elbows rested on the mat as well. And we'll start with a couple of cleansing breaths. With the inhale, fill up into the belly. And with the exhale, sigh it out. The inhale will help you fill up into the belly. And the exhale will allow you to sigh it out. Begin to seal off the lips as you breathe in and out through the nose. As we just settle here, feel the connection between your midsection and your thighs, and just allow the breathing to start to kind of massage those internal organs in that center of your body. Allowing every breath to press up against your thighs, and allowing every exhale to pull all the muscles back into the midline. Maybe start to massage your head gently from side to side, kind of rocking the forehead on the ground. Notice if that allows you to kind of connect a little bit more to the body, arrive more so onto your mat. Coming to stillness with the head, we'll start to activate into the arms, push down through the palms of the hands and feel the elbows lift off of the mat. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, lift the head. Good. We'll thread a right arm underneath the left arm. You can keep the palm facing down or up, whatever feels better for you, and then rest the head back down. But keep your left elbow lifted from the mat here. And breathe. So you could either rest your forehead on the ground here or rest the side of your head on the ground. Notice what feels better for you and in your body. We'll take just another 2 full breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Gently unravel that right arm, stretch it all the way forward, and thread the left arm underneath the right arm. Do whatever you did on the first side, whether the palm will face up or down, and then rest your head back down. Notice that that right elbow stays lifted from the mat, and again, you can either keep your forehead down on the ground or the left cheek or the left side of your head on the ground, and just breathe here. Take a nice big inhale. And a nice big breath out. A nice big breath in. And a breath out. Good. Unthread the left hand, stretch it forward. We're coming into a puppy dog pose. So start to lift your hips from the heels as you start to slide your hands forward. Start to melt your chest and chin down towards the ground. So the hips are stacked over the knees here. You'll take an inhale in that puppy pose. As you exhale, think of coming into cat pose. So push into the palms of the hands, begin to round into the spine and tuck your chin into your chest. Tuck your tailbone under as well. Let's repeat that another 4 times. So with the inhale, drop the chest down for that puppy pose. Exhale, round through like a hollow front body, almost like you want to come into cat. 3 more. Inhale into puppy. Exhale, round for that hollow front body. 2 more. Inhale into puppy. Exhale, round into that hollow front body like cat. 1 more time. Inhale, puppy. Exhale, think of that cat pose as you round into the spine, push into the hands. Come back into that puppy pose as you inhale. Exhale, shift forward into Sphinx, so the hips and the belly will come down to the ground. Start to feel as though you are dragging the elbows back. Stay active through the legs. So squeeze through the glutes, activate through the knees, pull the chest forward. We'll take a deep breath in, deep breath out, another deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to lift your elbows a centimeter off of the mat. And with control, with your breath, maybe you have more room to start to extend the arms. But notice that the extension of the arms does not come at the expense of the shoulders. So if at any point you're starting to hunch your shoulders up towards your ears, just allow yourself to slide the shoulders back down. And then ask yourself, do I have any more room to pull my chest forward? Can I peel my heart a little further towards the ceiling? And then gently with control, rest the elbows back down and then fan them wide to rest the rest of the chest onto the mat. Palms of the hands will come underneath the shoulders as we take an inhale. Tuck all 10 toes under and exhale, hug the navel to the spine to push up and back into your downward facing dog. Send the hips up towards the ceiling and just start to pedal out through the legs. So one leg will bend as the other leg extends and vice versa. And just allow yourself to start to open up through the back side of the body, even more so through the shoulders. Really, really good. Let's take an inhale. 3-legged dog, right leg stretches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest and step the foot between your hands. Lower the back knee, untuck those back toes, Anjaneyasana. Interlace your fingers over the right knee and inhale to open through the heart space. Just gently activate into the legs. Imagine that your legs are a pair of scissors that you are trying to close, so feeling as though you want to pull the inner thighs together. Let's take a big breath in to peel the chest open, and as you exhale, gently release the fingertips down onto the ground. If you have blocks by your side and the ground feels far away from you, you can always place your blocks underneath your hands so that we can move into a half split here. You really don't need the blocks if you don't feel like you need them. So with your inhale, straighten into that right leg, and with the exhale, bend into the knee. I'm gonna set my blocks aside here, but if you're using your blocks and want to continue using them, go for it. Good, and just one more time with your inhale, extend into the leg, and exhale, bend into the knee. Good. For that one more time, let's inhale, come into that half split. Stay for the exhale here. Good. One more big breath in, big breath out. Good. Coming into side steer, slowly walk your hands outside of the right leg over towards the right and begin to drop the outer edge, the pinky toe side of the right foot towards the ground, feeling a really nice stretch into the IT band, the outer edge of that right thigh, as well as a little gentle stretch into that right glute. Let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Really good. Walk the hands back through center to frame the right foot and bend into that right knee. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way up overhead here. Exhale, open twist to the left. Left hand will reach back as the right hand reaches forward. Inhale, exalt that gently. Left hand will rest over the left thigh as the right hand reaches back behind you, and stay here for the exhale. Inhale back through center, left hand will stretch all the way back overhead. Exhale, twist over to the right. The right hand reaches back and the left hand reaches forward. A really small and gentle exalting of it. That right hand will rest on the left thigh behind you as the left hand reaches overhead. Take an inhale right here. Exhale, hook your left elbow over the right knee for a twisted low lunge. Right palm will come to meet the left hand at heart center and breathe here for another 3. Push down with that right big toe to solidify your foundation. Breathe here for 2. Maybe you can look over that right shoulder if you feel stable. If you're not feeling stable, keep your gaze down towards that right big toe. And we'll take one more big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, arms stretch all the way back up overhead. Exhale, lower your hands to frame the right foot. Tuck the back toes under and left foot will meet the right front of the mat. Hands to shins for an inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. Good. Finding a twist here, find a deep bend into your left knee. Left fingertips will come diagonal of that left pinky toe. Circle the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Peek up towards the right thumb. Send the right hip and the right shoulder in opposite directions to find a deeper twist and a deeper stretch in the right hamstring. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, circle the right hand down, making your way into chair pose. Begin to bend into the right knee. Both knees are bent the same amount and then sweep both arms up overhead. Take a big breath in. Big breath out, sit a little bit lower. Inhale, stand all the way up, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, cactus into the arms here. Open through the chest. Inhale, stretch the arms back up. Exhale, fold yourself forward and over your legs. Maybe hug your shins with your hands as you pull your chest closer to your thighs. Beautiful. Release the palms of the hands to the ground. Step back, high plank. Hold your high plank, take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're coming into a bear pose twist. So the knees will start to bend. Bump the hips to the right as you bump your knees to the left and press the weight back. And then come back into a high plank as you inhale. You'll start to bump the hips to the left this time as you bump the knees to the right. Find a deep bend as you press the weight back. And then come back through center for your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. You can lower your knees if you need as you bend the elbows to frame the ribs. Inhale for your up dog or your cobra, whatever feels better in your spine. Exhale for your downward facing dog. Send the sits bones up and back. Take a deep breath in that down dog and a deep breath out. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Your left leg will stretch all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull that left knee into your nose and gently step the foot between your hands. Lower the back knee, untuck those back toes. Anjaneyasana, interlace your fingers over the left thigh. Press your chest up gently towards the ceiling. Again, feeling as though the inner thighs are hugging together. Pull the heart up as you stay active through the legs. We'll take another inhale right where we are. And an exhale to gently set the hands down to frame the left foot. Good. Again, if you used your blocks last time as you moved through that kind of half split, then you can use them here as well. With your inhale, straighten into your left leg. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Inhale to straighten into the left leg. Exhale, bend into the knee. And inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Good. Meeting back in that half split. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, side steer. Walk your hands to the left, to the outside of the left leg, and drop the outer edge of that left foot to the ground or the knife edge of the foot. We'll take a big breath in here and a big breath out. Another big breath in and a big breath out. Beautiful. Move back through that half split. Take an inhale, bend into that left knee. Stretch the arms all the way up and overhead as you inhale. Exhale, open twist, reach right hand back, left hand forward. Little exalt, inhale, right hand to right thigh, left arm overhead. Stay for the exhale. Good. Inhale, both arms stretch up overhead through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand reaches back, right hand reaches forward. Little exalt here, left hand to right thigh. Inhale, stretch that right arm overhead. And stay for the exhale. Beautiful. Right elbow hooks over the left knee. Left palm meets the right at heart center. And we'll breathe here in this twist. So push down with that right elbow and solidify your foundation by pushing down through that left big toe mound. If you're feeling stable, look over your left shoulder for an added challenge here. Really try to wring out your spine. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Unravel the spine as you inhale, both arms stretch up overhead. Exhale, lower your hands to frame the left foot. Tuck your right toes under, lift that right knee. Step right foot to meet left, front of the mat. Half lift, hands to shins, long spine as you look forward. Exhale, fold upper body over lower body. Coming into your twist, right fingertips take a diagonal step from that right pinky toe. Keep a deep bend in the right knee as the left leg extends. Inhale, stretch your left arm up towards the ceiling. Allow your gaze to follow the hand. Left hip and left shoulder move in opposite directions to create a deeper stretch in the left hamstring and a deeper twist in the chest. You'll take an inhale here. Exhale, circle that left hand down, making your way into chair pose. Begin to bend into the left knee as well, so both knees are bent the same amount. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, sit the hips a little bit lower. Inhale, stand all the way up, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms to open through the heart. Inhale, arms stretch back up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward over your thighs. Maybe hug your shins with your hands to pull your chest closer to your legs. Good. Palms of the hands meet the ground. Step both feet back into that high plank. So we're taking that kind of rotating or twisting bear pose once again. From your high plank, take an inhale. Start to bump your hips to the right as the knees twist over to the left. Bend the knees to push back, and then come back into that high plank. Inhale. Exhale, bump the hips to the left. Knees twist to the right as you bend the knees, push back. High plank inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Elbows bend to frame the rib cage. Good. Inhale, up dog, roll over the toes as you open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Really good. Let's take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, right leg stretches up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, pull that right knee in to the nose and step the foot between your hands. Easy twist. Inhale, circle that right hand up, keep the left hand down, and breathe here for just two. Good, one more breath in. Good. Extended side angle. Palm of the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Lower the left heel down to 45 degrees. Circle the left hand forward overhead as you breathe. Creating a beautiful long line from left hand to left foot. Push to the outer edge of that left foot as you ground into the mat. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, keep the left foot as it is, awkward twist. Palm of the left hand meets the ground. Inhale, stretch your right arm up as you look up towards the right thumb. Twist from the rib cage, not from the shoulders. Relax that left shoulder down as you inhale here. Exhale, circle the right hand down to frame the right foot. We'll roll to the ball of that left foot again, lifting the left heel from the mat. High crescent lunge, inhale, arms stretch all the way up overhead. Exhale, twist water wheel to the right. Good, inhale, exalt it, right hand to left thigh as the left hand reaches overhead. Stay here for the exhale. Another breath in the twist. Exhale, hook left elbow over right thigh. Palms of the hands meet at heart center, the way they did in that low lunge. Again, look down to the right big toe for balance. And if you're already feeling stable, maybe look up towards the ceiling. Breathe here, another 2. Push down with the palm of the right hand and push down with the left elbow. Let's take one more big breath in. Stay in the twist, look down towards the right foot. Left foot will meet the right front of the mat for your twisted chair pose. Stay low in the hips, continue to twist the chest towards the right. Take another breath in and another breath out. Good, regular chair pose. Inhale, stay low in the hips as the arms reach up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, stand up, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms to open the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way forward as you hug your thighs, hug your knees in towards the chest. With your next inhale, palms of the hands meet the ground. Step back, high plank. Good. So we've already taken those 2 kind of revolving bear poses. This time we're going to add a leg kick. So you'll start to bump the hips towards the right, to drop the heels to the right, bend into the knees, pick up your left hand, cactus that left arm, and then kick your right leg over towards the right. Good. Or over towards the space in front of you. Excuse me. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right foot meets the ground, left hand meets the ground. Come back into that high plank. You'll take an inhale. Bump the hips to the left as you lower your heels to the left. Pick up the right arm, create a cactus with that right arm. Kick your left foot over to the space in front of you. And then that left foot meets the ground again. High plank, hold for the inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. Finishing up with our left side before we wind it all the way down. Inhale, that left leg will stretch up. Exhale, round and curl, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Easy twist. Inhale, circle the left arm up. Stay for the exhale. Once more, big breath in, big breath out. Good. Extended side angle. Let's place the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Back heel comes down to 45 degrees. Inhale, reach the right hand all the way overhead, creating a long line from right foot to right hand. Take another 2. Press to the outer edge of that right foot and solidify the connection with the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand. Keep the right foot as it is. Awkward twist. Left hand will stretch up towards the ceiling. Find the rotation from the rib cage instead of the shoulders. Pull that right shoulder back and down. Try to look up towards the left hand. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand to frame the left foot. Lift the back heel off of the mat so you're on those back tippy toes. High crescent lunge. Inhale, stretch the arms up high. Stay for the exhale. Another breath in. Water wheel as you exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, exalt, left hand to right thigh, right arm reaches overhead, and stay for the exhale. One more breath here. Exhale, hook that right elbow over the left thigh. Palms of the hands meet at your heart center to twist and ring out the spine. Option to look down towards that left big toe to find your balance. However, if you're feeling stable and you did so on the first, you can look up towards the ceiling to challenge the balance. We'll breathe here another 2. One more big breath in. And exhale, look down, and you're taking a step forward for that twisted chair. Right foot meets the left, hips stay low. You're staying in the twist here. Keep the chest open. Let's take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, chair pose. Unravel the arms, stay low with the hips. Exhale. Good. Inhale, stand all the way up. Stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus to back bend. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold yourself forward and over your legs. Good. With your next inhale, let's find our half lift. Palms of the hands meet the ground again. High plank, hold. So we're gonna do that same kind of twisting bear with the kick that we did last time. So again, hips start to bump to the right, lower your heels to the right, send the hips back. Cactus your left arm, right foot kicks to the space in front of you, and then unravel. Left hand down, right foot down, high plank, hold, inhale. Exhale, bump hips to the left, drop heels to the left, lift right arm, cactus, and then kick your left leg to the space in front of you. Hold for a moment, and then come back through that high plank, inhale. Final vinyasa here. Bend the elbows back to frame the ribs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale for your downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Look forward, and we will walk or step the feet to be as wide as the mat at the front of the mat. Alrighty, I'm gonna demonstrate this with kind of facing the camera just so that you can see exactly what I'm doing here. So the feet are wide, as we said. We are crossing the right arm across the body to grab that left leg, and the left arm will cross over the right to grab the right leg. From here, we will start to bump the hips to the left so that we can start to peek underneath the left arm. You'll feel a really nice stretch through the left side of your body as you gaze underneath that left arm. Let's take a big breath in and a big breath out. Really good. Gently begin to come back through center. Now that right arm is going to unthread itself from underneath the left, cross over the left arm to grab the left ankle or left leg. Slowly start to bump the hips to the right this time and begin to spin yourself underneath the arms, peek underneath the right arm as you take a nice big breath in, big breath out, another big breath in, big breath out. Really good. Slowly make your way back through center. Uncross the hands and come into Malasana Yogi Squat. Really good. Palms of the hands come together to your heart. Really lift the chest up here. Big breath in and a big breath out. Really good. Once again, another big breath in, big breath out. So nice. Release your hands to the ground and you'll come down onto the bum to find a comfy seat here. Let's go ahead and bring our hands behind our thighs. Take an inhale to lift the chest here. Exhale, round through the spine. Use control as you lower yourself onto the back, slowing down in all the places you want to speed up. And then carry your knees with you as you give yourself a nice big squeeze here. Really, really good. Amazing. Set the sole of the left foot down onto the ground. Cross the right knee completely over the left knee. We're coming into our reclined Gomukhasana or reclined cow face. Pull the knees towards the chest and the hands will reach down to grab a hold of the feet. And then slowly kick the feet away from the glutes to pull the knees in a little closer to the body. Let's take a big breath in, big breath out. Another big breath in, big breath out. Good. You'll keep the cross of right knee over left knee and then drop your knees over to the left. So I like to kind of bump my hips over to the right first. As you drop your knees to the left, reach your right arm over to the right and just breathe into that twist. Let's take a nice big inhale and a big exhale. A nice big breath in and a big breath out. Really good. Back through center. Unravel the legs. The sole of the right foot will meet the ground again. Now the left knee crosses over the right knee like you're sitting at a cafe. Pull the knees into the chest, hands reach down to grab hold of the feet and pull the heels away from the bum. Gently squeeze the knees towards the chest. Breathe here. Nice big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. Keep the crossing of the legs, just release the hold of the feet. Bump your hips slightly to the left and then drop the knees over to the right and look over the left shoulder as you reach with the left hand in your twist. Let's take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Another inhale and an exhale. Slowly pull the legs back into center as you unravel the knees. Let's go ahead and set the soles of the feet together and the knees apart in Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined bound angle. Place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart. Really good. Inhale into the belly. Hold the breath. Inhale into the heart. Hold the breath. Exhale from the heart. Hold the breath. Exhale from the belly. Hold the breath. Inhale from the belly. Hold. Inhale from chest. Hold. Exhale from chest. Hold. Exhale from belly. Hold. Good. One more round like that. Inhale from belly. Hold. Inhale from heart. Hold. Exhale from heart. Hold. Exhale from belly. Hold. You can keep your hands where they are. You can keep your legs as they are, but if it's a little too intense for the hips, you can extend your legs forward in Shavasana. And if the arms are no longer comfortable over those two spaces, you can allow the hands just to rest along the body. Let's take one final cleansing breath as we inhale from the nose. Big sigh out. And just allow the body to be soft and easy here. Primarily allow the body to be supported by the mat. And as you breathe into the rib cage, I want to invite you to try and breathe into the space in the lower back. Breathe into the sides of the rib cage. Breathe into the belly. And as you exhale, feel all four of those directions slowly hug into the midline. Follow your effortless and gentle breath here as you allow yourself to drop further and further into a state of release and relief. Setting yourself up for the remainder of your day. If the knees are still open in that bound angle shape, your hands can go ahead and help them to close. And if your legs are already extended, keep them that way. We'll all take a nice big stretch as we extend the legs forward and the arms overhead for a nice big inhale and an exhale. Slowly find a gentle bend in the knees as you roll over your right side for a fetal position. And then slowly come up into a comfortable seat, collecting the palms of your hands at your heart center and taking one final cleansing breath here through the nose and sighing it out through the mouth. Inhale your thumbs to your third eye, recognizing mind, intellect, intuition. Exhale, bow the chin to the chest, recognizing light, life, and love within. Thank you so much for taking the time to move your body today. but mostly thank you for trusting me in guiding you through your practice. I really hope that this class was helpful in both creating kind of like that physical space of just removing anything that felt a little tight or a little tense in your belly, but also just creating a little bit of heat and kind of promoting circulation throughout. But I hope also that your spine feels good and that you feel like you moved your body in an effective way. So if you enjoyed this class, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more, and maybe even share it with a friend or a loved one. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.